Good evening from snowy Midtown Detroit. We've got G League basketball, the back end of a two-game set between the Herd and the Crews, a couple of Eastern Division rivals here in the G League. Hello again, everybody. My name is Chad Bush alongside Matt Derry. Good to see you again, Matt, and what a time to come back. The Crews are playing their best basketball of the year, and they've got a full bunch to do it with.
Chad, great to be with you as well. And yeah, for DJ Baker, it's simple. Getting everybody back together for really the first time all year. His top 12 are healthy, and they want that back-to-back win against a pretty good Herd team. They're going to have to defend tonight, but it's just good to have some consistency in that lineup.
It is. One thing that the Herd do very well is shoot the three ball. Elijah Hughes was big the other night. The Syracuse fella, a guy you're quite familiar with, got off from down deep.
Eli Hughes can really shoot it, and this is the best, like you said, three-point shooting team in the league. They attempt the most, and Elijah Hughes kind of gets it going from the perimeter. Guy that can kind of do everything. He's got some length and some size. Was drafted in the second round a couple of years ago from Utah. Was talking to him before the game tonight, and he just said, I'm more comfortable now. I'm just playing basketball. Catch and shoots from three. He's got the length, can shoot over people like you see in the lane right there. So Elijah Hughes is a guy to watch that's starting to heat up for this Wisconsin Herd team.
No doubt the difference for the Crews has been the fact that they've taken care of the basketball. No irony in the fact that Sykes is back and doing great things. What an outstanding assist-to-turnover ratio for the Crews the other night. He was a big reason. 29 assists to just 8 turnovers for the Crews.
Kiefer Sykes is a guy to watch. How many times have we said during the broadcast this year that DJ Baker's just kind of waiting for his point guard to come back? Last year he had Derek Walton and Saban Lee, and this year kind of started the season with Chandre Jones and some others who he likes. But this is the guy that kind of is the elixir and the igniter for this team, and that's Kiefer Sykes, number 28 in blue, who the other night, like you said, 22 points, 14 assists, but Chad, 14 assists and just 2 turnovers. He just kind of settles and calms everything down and makes things so much better for this Crews team.
The Crews won their first game in overtime this year. They look to win their first back-to-back games this year when we come back to Midtown Detroit. Chad and Matt with you from Midtown. We welcome the head coach DJ Baker when we come back. Looking forward to his thoughts and this ball game at the top of the hour.
Let's go! In the NBA, what's happening next is happening now. We hunger for another shot.
Let's eat.
We got the Brow, the Claw, Spider, and Tyrannosaurus Lou?
Come on, really?
Hey, DeMar, we got the kicks, right?
Let's see. Oh. Yeah, we got them.
This is the non-stop, never boring, make it new every night National Basketball Association. And that's all before tip-off.
Crews coming off a win on Monday night, looking to get back-to-back in a sweep against the Herd tonight. DJ Baker had to feel good to get one on Monday night in overtime against a team you'd gone to overtime against earlier in the year and fell victim to back in Milwaukee.
Yeah, no, it felt good. It was our first overtime win of the year on top of that, so proud to see the guys execute late game offensively and defensively of what we wanted to get done at the end of the fourth quarter, and at the end of overtime. So really proud of the effort and especially the late game execution on both sides of the ball.
What's the strategy for overtime? It's first to 7 points, so it's new this year.
Yeah.
What's the strategy as a head coach?
Yeah, so, the most important thing or something that's really important is winning the tip. Getting that first possession is essentially a 3-possession game. So if you can get that first offensive possession, it's a huge favorite, in order for you to have a chance to win. So, and then when it gets close within striking distance, like, if they get within 3 or less, you don't want to give up the 3. They only got within 4, so we never really had to get into like, do we foul or do we not? But really offensively, you got to get good shots. You got to take care of the ball. It's a possessions game. And then defensively, you got to contest threes and got to limit them to 1 shot. Anything that you get with an offensive rebound, they increase their possessions. Anything we give with the turnover, we lose our possessions. And it's strictly a possessions game. And I feel like our guys were well prepared for that, knew what the game plan was. We practiced it a lot, actually, and they executed it.
They did. They won 134 to 130 in overtime. Looking to get another one tonight.
Yeah.
Any changes for your team personnel-wise?
No, thankfully, again, we got all 12 guys again for the second time this season. So hopefully we can continue to find our rhythm as a team, and I think just continue to grow and build that team chemistry and continuity.
Sykes 9.5 times a game, second best in your league. And the assist to turnover ratio the other night was pretty special.
It's incredible. I think he had 10 assists at halftime.
Yeah. He did.
And he ended with 14, and he still scored over 20 points. I mean, that's, again, when he came here, he had a calf injury, then he got his hamstring injury. He's out for like multiple months. And now he's getting his rhythm. Our team, is finding their team chemistry. So this is the player that we envision him to be, and this is a guy that we think. He has the ability to score and the unique ability to play make as well. Like he balances both very well, and this is who we anticipate him being for us.
Did you go back and look at the film? Do you make adjustments on a back-to-back? You had a day off. Anything you can share that you saw that you might want to adjust tonight?
Well, they still scored 130 points on us last game, so offensively really pleased with scoring 134. We shot it well. A lot of things we executed good against their coverages, but even though we win, I mean, if we lose by 4, you win by 4, there's going to be a lot of adjustments either way. So we got to do a better job of protecting the three-point line. They really, I think they made 5 out of their first 6 threes of the game. So we got to do a much better job of protecting the three-point line, and then rebounding is huge. Like they got a number of timely offensive rebounds and second chance points, especially in the fourth quarter, and we got to do a much better job of executing and limiting them to a one-shot offense.
Sounds good. Best of luck tonight getting the back-to-back sweep. It'd be pretty cool to do that at home.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Thank you. Thanks so much. That's CJ Baker. We've got the Crews, and we've got the Herd coming up right after this.
Back to Palmer with a finish. And the foul.
Well, for the second time in 3 nights in Midtown Detroit, we've got G League action between the Wisconsin Herd and the Motor City Crews. Welcome inside snowy Wayne State Fieldhouse. My name is Chad Bush alongside Matt Derry. Matt, wonderful to be back with you. An exciting night for basketball. It's cold outside, it's snowy, but the Crews were warm offensively and able to get to overtime and able to get a win in a close game, something they really haven't had a chance to do much this year. Had to feel really good for them.
Oh, my goodness, Chad, just to get that win. They played a few overtime games this year with that Elam ending 1st to 7 and all of that. And, man, they just haven't been able to get it done. And really, they lose the tip in overtime, and then that's like 75% of the teams that win the tip in overtime win it. So Crews got some luck the other night. Kiefer Sykes stepping up. And really now it's just about getting this group of 12 guys together and playing and healthy and in a rotation for that man DJ Baker. And To get back-to-back wins for the first time all year would be great tonight. This is not going to be easy. Wisconsin's a good basketball team.
They sure are. The Herd come into this one 4-6 on the season, but they are very talented. We'll take a look at the starting lineup. Matt, what stands out in the starting lineup both ways? Who should we watch for and be concerned with any moves from the other night?
Well, I think the biggest issue right now is some of the additions that this Wisconsin team are going to have. Getting a few guys back tonight, including Jonte Porter, who will come off the bench, who's a top rebounder in this league. But I love watching David Nwaba play defense. If he's matched up early with Elijah Hughes, just kind of bottling that guy up and not letting him kind of get loose. I'm watching for that. And certainly Jared Roden as well. Going up against Rob Edwards should be interesting. Rob Edwards, of course, the pride of Detroit Cass Tech, started his high school career at U of D Jesuit right here, so he wants to come home and play well. But I like just Jared Roden's length, and that was a great pickup by this Cruise outfit about a month and a half ago.
Yeah, Roden, the top rebounder, back on Monday night with 11 rebounds. He could do a lot of different things. The Cruise took care of the basketball back on Monday. What a number, 29 assists, 8 turnovers, their best on the year, Matt. It'll be hard to duplicate that, but with Sykes at the point, there's a chance for that to happen.
Yep, number 2 in assists in the entire G League. 30 teams in this league, so that's pretty good.
Yes, sir. Nwaba, our G of the game last game. Out to Roden, steps into a 16-footer. No, K. Cock with a reset. Buddy ball, top side triple. Here comes Rob Edwards and the Herd.
Rob Edwards sporting the orange kicks. Chad, I know you've got a couple pairs of those back home.
Yeah, I don't have the orange ones. Evan Stockton loves the Grinch ones. Those are green.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those.
But the orange ones are, a little different. Roden with a high rebound. We told you he's a great rebounder on both ends. Boeheim to the corner. Sykes. No. This game is yet to see a bucket despite 4 shots.
Syracuse connection tonight. Buddy Boeheim going up against his former teammate, Eli Hughes. Also remember Kiefer Sykes was the hero of Boeheim's Army a couple of summers ago.
Yes. 3-on-3 tournament. Roden fouled going up and a chance for the game's first points with 1:06 gone by.
Pushing the basketball after the miss. And there you see Roden getting inside. I was talking before the game with DJ Baker, the two of them kind of going over some things. And man, DJ just loves coaching this group. He's into it, and not that he wasn't earlier in the year, but I think there was some questions about who's going to be on the roster, getting some guys back. A lot of losses from a year ago with players like Derek Walton going overseas, Luka Garza to the Timberwolves and stuff, and now I think they're getting comfortable with their team.
How about that trio and what they're doing? NBA contract, back-to-back 10-day contracts for Lee. And
yeah,
I think Walton's on the verge of a MVP down under. There's a lay-in. This game's tied at 2.
Yeah, Derek Walton's team in Australia right now is the top seed in their league. So we know how important D. Walt is to a winning team.
Roden off a screen for 3. Splash City. Cruise by a triple. 10-20 to go in the first.
You love the delivery, too, from Kiefer Sykes, letting the play develop around the screen, and Kiefer deliver him that chest pass.
Down the avenue, Roberts somehow corrals, kicks to the corner, and the 3 is answered, and we're tied at 5 with 10 to go.
That's what Elijah Hughes does. You spread the floor, get him in the corner. He's deadly from out there.
Sykes attacking. That's contested and rebound by the big boy. New center in there. No Sandro tonight. He's up with a big club. Got promoted after his 31-point performance back on Monday to go with 12 rebounds. Shot off, the 3 no good.
You watch this Herd team play, for those that haven't. They shoot a lot of threes. That's their game. I know it's everybody's game, Chad, but Wisconsin #1 in 3 attempts in this league.
Yes, sir. They rely upon it for their offense. Cruz more of a 2-point team. Fouled in the short corner. It's on Roberts. Ball out of bounds near sideline.
Wade Roberts, a big guy from UW. All over the back there on Kaycock, who's played very well all year. He's kind of been the model of consistency, Chad, for this Motor City team, wouldn't you say?
Big time. In fact, they've got him as one of the poster boys on the G League next game up, which is their version of the All-Star game. So, yeah, the league thinks very highly of him, too. Off the knee on the drive.
You also heard a slap up here. We're up above the lower bowl here, and you could hear that slap up here. That should have been a foul.
Jaime Ekenike and Kaycock sort of balancing more minutes these days.
Yep.
So that's a role that they were able to work out the other night in a win. So that's a good little marriage.
And you got Jalen Johnson, too, as a big off the bench.
You bet. That's a three that rattles and hums through, and the Herd have taken a 3-point lead.
Former Piston Jordan Bone out of Tennessee.
Yes.
Great college scorer at the SEC.
Sure was. There's a foul, a reach in on Nawaba. They're going to get Rob Edwards with it, I believe.
If this team would have had David Nawaba at the start of the year when they were kind of struggling in that, pre-cup era there at the start of the year, November, December.
Showcase Cup.
Showcase. They would just be different. David Nawaba brings just a winning player.
Outstanding defender. Dead spot left three for Sykes, who continues to soar to new heights in Detroit.
Well, the ball movement there. Great look by Kiefer. Rob Edwards was, everything's drive and kick with this Wisconsin team. I was talking to DJ before the game. He's like, we just have to be aware of it. I mean, even when you think you've got a layup with the Herd, they kick it out. That time Rob Edwards wasn't ready, wasn't in the right spot. He knew where it was going behind the three-point arc.
A lot of three-point attempts. There's a pick, but Roden regains with 9 on the timer around a screen. Nawaba. Does he want three? Kaycock has to hurry. Elbow jumper now. Tied at 8 early on, first quarter.
Love these back-to-backs. Give the team an opportunity to kind of settle into a city for a few days and see them back-to-back. I like the G League's doing that. NBA's doing a lot of that too now.
Yeah.
The Pistons have the Pacers in here for a Sunday, Tuesday type of deal.
Yep.
In March.
Cool that they had the Bucks and the Herd in town on Monday too. Kaycock floats one in. We're tied at 10 with 7.5 to go in the first.
Problem was the Pistons gave up 150 points Monday night.
They did. The Crews gave up 130.
Yeah.
But they won.
That's right. A little different.
Top side, Elijah, bullseye.
Yeah, Eli Hughes really shooting. The reason why he was second-round pick of the Jazz a couple years ago. Appearance or two with the Portland Trailblazers.
Nawaba knocks one down, and we're knotted up at 13.
Just a master of consistency on that wing, David Nawaba. Another great midseason pickup here.
8 of the 10 players that started this game have scored.
Man.
Eli with another banger. Back-to-back bombs. He has 9, and the Herd back up by 3. Sykes mid-post. No.
Hey, when Elijah Hughes makes them, they're all net. There's nothing's hitting rim when they go in.
That's the truth. Create space here, no call. That's off to Sykes on the run. Crews down a triple. Nawaba to tie it. Little flat.
You got to get back. You got to identify shooters. Thought that was going up. Now it is.
Sure is. Didn't waste much time. Bone misses. Here come the Crews. We've been efficient tonight with the basketball once again. Pull up Sykes from 3. No. Stick back. Roden, yes.
A little bit unorthodox Monday. The Crews took 46 threes. So they took a lot more than Wisconsin, which is not usually the case.
That's right. And heated up in the second half.
Yep.
Batted out of bounds.
You like the overtime rule, the first to 7, kind of that Elam ending situation?
Yeah, it's different. It's like playing to 7 and taking it back to
like
half
baseball,
court.
it's like a walk-off.
Right. I like it. Yeah, it's different. Why not? Let's try it. Let's try a timeout. 5.5 left in the first. Hurt by 1.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. We all know that our wives and daughters deserve special attention, but that's especially true when it comes to their knees. Do you know that females are at a 2 to 5 times risk compared to their male counterparts when it comes to blowing out their knees? It doesn't seem fair, but it's true. The reasons include the way females are made and the way they fire their muscles. But fortunately, there are injury prevention programs out there that can greatly decrease this risk of injury. And if you do know a female who blows out her ACL, don't despair. We have neat, innovative, minimally invasive ways to fix their knees and get them back onto the field. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
DJ Baker leads the Crews in their second year of existence off a lot of momentum from a season ago. 22-10, semifinal appearance. And, of course, DJ with some player development coaching with the Pistons as part of his duty when he's not coaching this team. Matt, these coaches, a lot of folks don't realize, they coach not just this Crews team, but they're a big part of the big club as well. And coaching and player development.
Yeah, and you look at some of the places that he came from. Dallas, where he worked with Dwayne Casey. Same with Toronto. And obviously here with the Pistons, his Case is kind of Pistons head coach is his mentor. But DJ just loves being in that first chair here, the second year with the Crews. Did a great job last year taking this team to the playoffs.
Yes, sir. Porter is back tonight. He misses the banker no good. Paris Bass, the native Detroiter, is in, the former Titan of UAD Mercy. Sykes in the paint, kick out, corner, Amude for 3-0. And here comes Bone and company quickly ahead. Baby Greek in the short corner, kick out to Bone. Topside Porter for 3, banker no good. And the rebound comes back into the hands of number 11. And that is Brandon Randolph, who snuck in the lineup. 18-15 hurt.
How about Sykes got fouled there a little over the back. Looks like the Herd are going a little zone right now.
How about it? A little 1-2-2. That's not going to help him against Kaycock, who draws the foul against Birmingham Seaholm's Paris Bass, who went off the bench for 22 the other night.
It's amazing the journey Paris Bass has been on. A year ago, he was on 2 10-days with the Suns, then back to the Lakers G League team. 2 G League teams here this year, now with Wisconsin. But Paris Bass has really transformed his body. If local fans remember when he was here with the Titans, he was just a rail-thin kid.
Yes, he was.
Still wore that number 35 in the red, white, and blue for UDM. And now is here in the G League, but has put on a lot of weight and bulked up as he's a professional.
He's a little swole, isn't he? As the kids might say.
He looks good.
Porter 2-timed, has to hustle, 3 on the timer, whip pass to CJ Easterling, our cameraman down there, filling in tonight for Armani Rose.
He's not playing in the white uniform. Good help defense, though, forcing the turnover. Porter also, I thought, took an extra step, but was not called. But good stop, good defensive sequence there for the Crews.
Kaycock into the high post with a bounce skip from Sykes, and he fills it up.
Go up against the zone, that's how you beat it. Middle of that zone, find an opening.
You know this, so does Buddy Boeheim. Tap back in is good. That's Jonte Porter. He's a problem, Matt.
Yes, he is. You said it in the open, Chad. He's back after missing Monday's game. Really works the boards well.
Stanley Amude for 3. Boom! From the corner in front of his own bench. Crews by 2.
Great dish from Sykes. Oh, no look. Find his teammate. It's different with Kiefer Sykes out there.
Bone to Bass, the 3-0. Kyler Edwards skies for the board. The run ahead. Nawaba to the hole. Yes. Crews by 4. This is their largest lead.
Great way to run the floor from David Nawaba. Hurt didn't get back, Chad, and that was very, very easy. I don't think Chason, their head coach, is real happy with some of the defense there. Chason Allen not getting back defensively, and now they're down 4.
Yes, sir. There you see the former Northeastern University college baller, Nawaba to the hole. Crews by 4. Back after this.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
Let's go! In the NBA, what's happening next is happening now. We hunger for another shot.
Let's eat.
We got the Brow, the Claw, Spider, and Tyrannosaurus Lou?
Come on, really?
Hey, DeMar, we got the kicks, right?
Let's see. Oh. Yeah, we got them.
This is the non-stop, never boring, make it new every night National Basketball Association. And that's all before tip-off.
Chad and Matt back with you from the field house at Wayne State University. Matt, what have you noticed so far in the 9 minutes or so we've played here in this first period?
So far, I like what the Crews have done defensively. Obviously, the last 3-0-2s, you see Chason Allen, the head coach of the Herd, but so far they've been contesting three-point shots. They forced a couple of turnovers, which has been good, and Motor City only with 1 turnover of their own. So sometimes these games get a little sloppy. Teams want to run, they want to push. They don't take care of the basketball, but Kiefer Sykes will get a blow. Chandre Jones into the game, also a point guard that values the rock.
Hit the game winner. Back on Monday in overtime to get to that 7th point, which happened to be 134. And Alex Antetokounmpo traveled and turns it over. The Crews have been outstanding once again in turnovers tonight.
They force now 4 Wisconsin turnovers, and again, Herd playing that zone.
Jones tries to whip it in, gets a lucky hop back to Edwards. No. Nawaba fights for it. Jaime Ekenike is also checked in for the Crews, along with Jones. Sykes will take a blow. Bass down the lane. The floater, no, but he'll go back to the line and shoot 1 to get 2 points.
I mean, I called some of his games years ago. Paris Bass, when he was playing with Detroit, and it's just a different person. He's bulked up. Obviously, he's grown up. Got the beard going. Looks a little bit, got that Kevin Durant game with the length. Wanted to put it on the floor. But he is a talented player.
Sure is. Guy that came off the bench yesterday. 9 of 14 from the floor, double-double. 3-ball no from straight on. Offensive rebound, ooh. Edwards. And a hot potato pass to Mike Carice, and that's out of bounds.
All the cameramen getting some love tonight, Chad.
Yeah, well.
They're all getting shout-outs, but they're going to get their nose broken and the ball smashes them in the face.
They've been on the prep crew. They're going to get a shout-out.
That's right.
Molinar back to the top side to Porter. Randolph into the paint. Hook shot is short.
Good
and
defense.
Here comes Amude.
Good defense by Ekenike.
2-on-1. Jones back to Jaime, who patiently lays it in.
That's old school basketball right there. And again, I love the fact that Jones is looking for the 2-pointer. Like, come down and score. I know everybody wants threes, but in that instance, Ekenike ran the floor. Reward the big man with a little candy.
Yeah, the dimes have been aplenty. And again, that assist-to-turnover ratio, 8-1 for the Crews tonight.
He was pump faking the air the last 2 times. Antetokounmpo was giving him the deuce.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Nice dime piece behind the back. Ryan Terrell has checked into the lineup for the Crews.
Always the most popular guy in the building here.
Yes, he is. Topside Jones, down low. Jaime with a lay-in no. Gets his own miss, puts it up, and scores it. Ekenike gives the Crews their largest lead of 8.
Well, we saw him last year when he was here as an opposition with DC, but he just, end of the night, you look up and it's 16 and 12. And you go, wait, what? You know, just those are his numbers almost every night.
3 straight double-doubles for Jaime Ekenike, all off the bench as well. Splitting time with Kaycock, though, and that's something that's taken some time to work together. Jaime coming over late in December in a trade. Kick right corner, Stanley for 3. Splash City.
Again, 3-2 zone shown by the Herd. And when the Crews aren't feeding it into the high post, which they've been able to do, they're getting some easy wing shots. Let's take them.
Put out to the hole. Speedy lay-in for Iverson Molinar.
That time he just has a nice crossover. Again, they're a little confused defensively. Now they're going to put Antetokounmpo at the top. Now they're going to go to a man. They're confused, though, on what to do.
Terrell in the corner for 3. Muzzle top. 34-24. Crews by 10. Terrell getting nice. And the rookie out of Yeshua gets a triple.
Man, oh man. Crowd loves him. They got his jersey in the store.
And his wig.
I love it.
Bass for 3 near sideline, no. 2 seconds left. Rebound and blocked by Ekenike at the buzzer. Oh, a quarter that saw a rally. The Crews, who once trailed by 3, come storming back to take a 10-point lead, taking care of the basketball, Matt.
34 first quarter points and knocking down some threes. And that time, Ryan Terrell getting into the party.
Coming back for the start of the second, right after this.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
A 34-point first quarter for the Crews. Matt, it was very efficient, and they really turned out both defensively and offensively in the first frame.
Oh my goodness, Chad. 10 assists to 12 field goal makes. That is good teamwork. That's just basic basketball, finding your teammate. 6 made threes. Kiefer Sykes, too, with already 3 assists. I love that.
7 Crews players have scored well. Rebound, Terrell lost it. Ripped away by Randolph. And now a reset for Molinar. Back out to Rob Edwards, the former technician for 3, no. Jaime with a big boy rebound.
Handling the boards quite nicely, too, with the Crews. +3 in the rebound department.
Pretty good.
They just want to win 2 in a row. They just want to get on a roll here a little bit. Now that they've got their full arsenal here.
Chance to get that traction. Ekenike up. And the rock of the rim and the foul.
Posting up the smaller Elijah Hughes there. They really heard of going small with Randolph really and Hughes at the 5. And watch this. I mean, you got a 7-footer right here. No match. Eli Hughes forced a foul, and Ekenike just posterized him.
Just such a patient, composed player. Doesn't get too excited, Matt. Rare for a big guy to just really have that kind of athleticism and patience.
Yeah, he's kind of an old school big.
Yeah.
You know, you don't really think of back to the basket bigs, not a three-point shooter like a lot of the bigs are now.
Yeah.
Good addition here for this team.
Randolph.
Oh.
Bricked one. Edwards on the run. Crews by 13. This is their largest lead. Amude to blow it open. Splash City.
Well, they went man to start the game. Then they tried zone. That didn't work. Now they're back to man. Nothing's working right now for the Herd defensively. Just love to see the ball go in the basket to start the game for the Crews. And they've gotten off to some slow starts. Even last year, Chad, with that playoff team, there were some games where DJ had to be forced to call an early timeout. Tonight, they've come out red hot.
7 of 14 from downtown for the Crews. A team that shot in the high 20 percentile in the Showcase Cup season.
Yep. It's a walk.
Shot off the mark. Amude with a 3-on-2. The kick to Kyler. To Terrell. 4-3. No. The thoughts were there. The ball movement was great. Nothing to show. Randolph to the hole. Counted in a foul.
Well, they've gone to their bench more tonight. Kind of to get just a different look tonight. And Brandon Randolph that time with a nice take. Kind of hung in the air. Took Amude off the dribble, and Stanley just tried to get out of the way, but a little bump. And the and one.
Randolph, the only player that did not score, that played the other night for the Herd. Back on Monday in the Crews' 4-point overtime win. Crews by 13. They've led by as many as 16. Jaime, the high-low to Kyler, kick out, Terrell. No good.
They went back to the zone. And again, Crews getting good looks.
All the way to the hole, up and down, and the slam by Randolph. Wow.
Man, that was nice. Athletic kid, played in the Pac-12 for Arizona. Again, they're finding holes in the zone. That should be a foul. Amude got knocked down.
Terrell with an offensive rebound, stick back, just off. Oh, the energy's there. Molinar against Stanley, who rips it out of his arms and carries it into the end baseline, rather.
Thought they could have called a tie up there, a jump ball, but good defense by Amude. That time kept the defender, or the offensive player and the driver in front of him. Watch this, just grabs it from him.
We've seen the 3 tonight, and there's the D.
Yep. Love this. Crews bench so far tonight. You mentioned some limited minutes for Buddy Boeheim and Jared Roden.
Yeah, both those guys practiced today with the Pistons. Light minutes expected. A pitch count, if you will. Jaime with a rejection. Terrell on the run. Back out. Edwards, hot potato pass to Jones. Got it.
Again, old school basketball from the Crews tonight. Chandre could have hoisted that 3 and rushed it a bit, took his time. A shot fake, dribble shot, old Bobby Knight stuff. I love it.
Bone attacks and glasses it in, but the Crews are still up double digits in Detroit with 8.5 to go until the break.
Again, there's that 3-2 zone.
Edwards for 3 out of that zone. They got the right shot. Crews have adjusted well, playing all these different defenses.
Yep.
Edwards for 3. Timeout, DJ Baker.
DJ sees a run a little bit here. It was a double-digit lead, now down to 8. Wants to immediately kind of squash it and take the timeout.
Back to Detroit after this. Crews by 8.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Did you know that kids are not little adults when it comes to sports injuries? That's because of something called the growth plate. Growth plates exist all over the human body in our growing athletes. They're actually little cartilage discs that exist at the end of all the long bones. It's simply where a kid grows. The problem is that the growth plate can be the weak link. What might be a sprain, a strain, or a tear in an adult when they hurt themselves can actually be a growth plate fracture in a kid. So it's important, if your kid has hurt themselves and they're not using their arm or they're not able to put weight on a leg, come see one of us, get an x-ray, and make sure it's not a growth plate fracture. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
United Restoration Disaster Services. Proud to be partnered with this outstanding company full of veterans. It's owned and operated. United Restoration Disaster Services stands on the front line with policyholders to ensure that any property loss experienced is remedied in its entirety. Where most homeowners and contractors throw in the towel, URDS is just getting started. For a free damage and claim assessment, call United Restoration 877-772-8737. Chad and Matt back with you at the Fieldhouse. Crews by 8. They've led by as many as 16 in this game. Roden back in. Gave up the mid-post shot, batted into the backcourt. 6 seconds to work for Jones. Start, stop, triple try, rim off, no.
Hurd came out of that timeout, a little 2-on-2 press. He's trying anything right now to kind of get better defensively. And man, Porter knocked down Jones, who they call Chandre, for a block.
Waiting for the box and one to show itself.
Oh, triangle and 2? That's what they did to you at St. Mary's.
Yes,
back in the day.
On the bench for eating all the snacks. Get him away from the snacks.
That was close. I thought Chandre might have had as Bill Raftery says, the puppies organized there, but they get him for the block.
So Porter line left to shoot 1 for 2. Jonte Porter misses it. 12 points, 13 rebounds. Top rebounder in the league. Down low, Ekenike lost it. Wiped out of there by Hughes. Up to Bone. Bone to the hole against Boeheim and draws the foul.
We talked about it on the broadcast before. Buddy's worked really hard on his defense. Obviously for 4 years playing for his dad at Syracuse, a lot of zone. Now really having to move his feet in a man-to-man situation. That time good take by Bone. Buddy played real well Monday night coming back from that toe sprain, which kept him out multiple weeks.
He's played well since he came back. Started with the South Bay Lakers back in Southern California last weekend, and he's continued to play well.
Free throws a problem for the Herd here.
You're not lying.
Those that don't know, you get 1 to make 2 points. Just 1 free throw to kind of keep these games moving quicker. And these front end misses for the Herd have been costly.
Sykes bounces into Kaycock, who doesn't miss a beat from that center position for the Crews.
Yeah, we've seen positioning tonight. Ekenike, Kaycock, the bigs getting good interior position tonight.
Edwards for 3 again from the same spot. No. Alex Antetokounmpo with a lay-in, getting some glass.
Wow, nice reverse. Good offensive rebound and over and back here.
Jones and Sykes. Little catch that was tardy across that timeline.
See George David in the building tonight, assistant general manager for the Pistons. Pistons are back at it tomorrow night in Brooklyn. Still trying to get their sea legs under them, Chad, after coming back from Paris, France.
It's got to throw you off a little bit.
Yeah, and then Monday night you got to host Giannis. Right when you get back. Yeah, welcome back. You get Giannis and the Bucks.
Yeah, it's got to take some time, I can imagine. Bone against Boeheim again. And Bone wins it again.
Jordan Bone, really good offensive player, good off the dribble. Again, with NBA experience. Here's that zone again. This is more of just a traditional 2-3.
Buddy for 3. That's too strong. The former Orange.
His college teammate Eli Hughes, there, number 7. You know, he played zone for a couple of years. Transferred over to Syracuse. Elijah Hughes, a really good college player.
Rob Edwards around the big man Porter, lays it in.
Cruz right now giving up way too much off the bounce. Hasn't been helped. What was a 16-point lead, as we know in this league, Chad, can be erased quickly. It's down to 4.
Serve, 6 minutes left. Roden for 3. Cruz have sort of hit a dry spell, man.
Yep. I like that they were shooting 2s and being aggressive. Now it's all 3s, and they're not falling at the moment.
Hughes, the quick trigger is long. Stolen away by Edwards.
Oh.
Ball loose and a foul. It's going to go on Sykes. Wrestling for that rock against the Detroiter, Rob Edwards.
Yeah, Hurd feeling it right now. Little run. And this time just Sykes, he had Boeheim on the near wing. Kind of spotting up for 3, and he threw it to Kaycock. It wasn't ready for it. And Rob Edwards, pride of Detroit, stepped right in there. Now, if you're the Herd, you got to make free throws.
It's been a problem tonight. Edwards, line left. Edwards played his college ball at Cleveland State before getting promoted to Arizona State to play for Bobby Hurley. Had a trip to the NCAA tournament.
You could probably say that about so many guys now, right, Chad? Just the portal and just start your career one place, finish it somewhere else. Some guys playing multiple schools. There's 2 or 3.
Yeah, he's kind of one of the first examples of a guy that maybe took advantage of it.
Yeah.
Such a high level. Mid-major to high major. That shot's long. Crews have missed their last 4. Rebound Paris Bass from Birmingham Seaholm.
Good defense.
Yeah.
Good job by Roden. No, I thought that was off of Bass. 16-point lead down to 2. And again, I think Cruz getting back in this. He's got to start in the post a little bit, take advantage of some of the size, and get Kaycock and Nwaba involved on the block.
Monday's game saw 15 lead changes and 11 ties. This one's perhaps tightening up, no doubt. Porter back to Edwards. Ripping, driving, laying up, got it, and the foul.
Boeheim came over to kind of help, but he was kind of caught in the middle. Wasn't sure if he was going to slide in there because he was under the restricted area. Kind of just tapped him a little bit. And here come the Herd.
Looking to take the lead.
Man, good body control by Rob Edwards. This is a really good college scorer.
Strong young man, built well. Sort of reminds you physically of Xavier Simpson.
A little bit, yeah. He's having a good year in the G League out in LA.
Yep. Kaycock, no. Cruz dry spell continues. Kick out. Buddy, topside. Need it. Got it. Splash City for Buddy.
He was shaking his head. He's like, I need one to fall. Great job by Kaycock. And if you give Buddy Boeheim that kind of space, it's usually lights out.
Yes, sir. Edwards. He's cousins with Kalen Lucas, former Michigan State Big Ten Player of the Year, Orchard Lake St. Mary's grad. That is a travel.
Either that or 3 seconds, one of the two.
Maybe both.
Antetokounmpo was in there for a while. I know they don't call it as much as they used to, Chad, but I think there were a couple of too many extra passes there. But called Porter for the walk. Good defense.
Smooth for a big guy, isn't he?
He is.
Even on the travel, it looks smooth.
Tough to defend a guy, too, that you're not used to the left-hander.
Yep.
At his size.
Leads the league in rebounds, second in blocks. Missed Monday night's game. Sandro stepped in and went for 31 and 12. Roden layup, block, got his own shot. 4 on the timer, got a hustle. Sykes at the buzzer for 3. No, Roden will hustle it down. Back-to-backs.
Got to get back.
Edwards lost it. Porter corrals the near sideline. Unsettled possession. Porter will look to end it appropriately. Against the double team, that's short. Rough night for Porter shooting the ball.
This is great help defense, though, by David Nwaba. Such a good defender. Great pass.
Roden. Down to Nwaba via Sykes. How about the hockey assist for Roden
I know.
to get it started?
I love it. But it started on the other end. Porter had the small against him. Kind of backed him down, and Nwaba did a great job. And watch here. For Sykes, triple teamed. Nwaba hopefully will knock this free throw down and extend the lead.
Nwaba, the high scorer, back on Monday in the Cruises' 4-point win in overtime. He went for 26 points. Knocked down a couple triples. Guy does a lot defensively too. I mean, this is one of the best on-ball defenders in the G League, if not the best.
Well, that's what DJ Baker said. Find me another one better. You know?
NBA experience.
Yep.
Like you said, if they had him earlier in the year.
Oh, yeah.
Things would be a little different. Same you could say for Sykes.
Yep.
Turnover. And that's a battle the Crews are still winning. Hurt have been pretty good with it, too. They just have 4 flips. Crews with 2. We're almost to halftime.
Extended pressure here. Got to be smart with the ball.
Down low, patient. Kaycock lays it in.
They just don't have the size. You know? Kaycock and Ekanike, when he's in there, they should be dominating.
Yep. Harris Bass, the biggest of bigs, and he's more of a wing. Not really a rim protector.
Great defense here by Kiefer Sykes. Little ball pressure, now shot clock winding down.
Bass, short corner left, shot is good at his pace.
That was nice. Little fade away. Again, where's that 35? Kind of has that Kevin Durant type of game.
Yep.
There's the zone again for the Herd.
Nwaba, 4-3, Splash City. Another triple for the Crews. Their 10th of the first half. That's a season high.
Stepping into that shot confidently, Chad. I love to see that.
Molinar, kick out. Hughes, 17-footer short. Offensive rebound. And Randolph is right there. He's shown some flashes tonight, Matt.
They played great defense, and then the offensive board, and then everybody just stopped. Randolph just got it off the front of the 10 and just took it right to the rim.
Kaycock and Randolph, sorry, Matt,
yep.
Tied up. And, little shove after. What you do about nothing. Foul on Randolph. Timeout on the floor. 2 minutes left until the break. It's been an exciting Wednesday night of basketball. Glad you've joined us here from the Field House. Crews by 5.
In the NBA, what's happening next is happening now. We hunger for another shot. Let's eat. We got the Brow, the Cluck, Spider, and Tyrannosaurus Lou.
Come on, really?
Hey, DeMar, we got the kicks, right?
Let's see. Oh. Yeah, we got them.
This is the non-stop, never boring, make it new every night National Basketball Association. And that's all before tip-off.
Chad Bush and Matt Derry back with you from Detroit. The Crews lead at 54-49. Matt, if the Crews have their way, what kind of final 2 minutes would they have here?
Well, it's important to go into the half with the lead and just continue to kind of share the basketball, but go inside. Well, let's not get sucked into three-point artistry. I know that they've made plenty tonight. The Crews actually have 9 threes made in this first half, but I like what they've been doing on the interior, points in the paint.
Big time.
I mean, the Herd have more, but Crews are going in there. That's been good.
They have. All right. 2 minutes left. Kaycock. Low pass. Nawaba against Randolph. Poked away and out of bounds. Only 4 seconds to work. Crews have to hustle here.
Put Randolph and Molinar at the top of that zone. 2 long defenders.
And Nawaba gets knocked out of bounds.
A little pushing and shoving here.
It's a little frisky.
Yeah.
Into Amude. 4-3, no. Kaycock with an offensive reset.
Plenty of time.
9 on the timer. Nawaba on the wing to the cutting Edwards. To the post, at the buzzer, Stanley's long.
Better defense there by the Herd, forcing kind of a fade away from the post. Stop ball. Man.
Bass all the way to the bucket, and he finishes.
There's a reason Paris Bass played in the league last year for the Suns. Very athletic. That time took it right to the rim. Hard to stop.
As Reg pointed out the other night, he plays at a slow pace.
Yeah.
It's very unorthodox for an NBA basketball player to have their own pace at a slow pace work for them.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's kind of slithery, I guess you could say. Like
yes.
But you're right. He still got by both defenders on that dribble take. So
it looks slow and methodical, but it's effective.
Yep.
Nawaba to shoot 1. Got it. 5-point lead for the Crews. 1:13 to go until the break. Terrell back in for the Crews.
Switching everything right now in the perimeter. You got Sykes on the bigger Bass.
Hughes attacks, lost it, nearly stolen. Back to the Crews.
Elijah Hughes thought he was fouled. Having some words with Tyler Ricks, the official on the far side, but didn't get the call. A little 2-for-1 opportunity here if the Crews want it. DJ Baker, year 2 as a head coach. What a great man. Kids, what we got? Offensive foul, push off.
They're going to get Kaycock with a push off. That's going to be his first.
Oh no, Sykes on the inbound.
Okay, that's his second now.
Wow, we needed that call last night at the Carrier Dome. I'm sorry, the JMA Dome. Don't get me started on the end of last night's game.
Oh.
Can I do a 5-minute diatribe later on ACC officiating or no?
I think so.
I'll be nice.
You and Buddy and Eli Elijah can do that.
Oh, yeah.
There's an air ball. That's from Paris Bass. The throw ahead to Nawaba. Knocked out of bounds.
Wow.
Randolph showing off that athleticism once again.
You look at Randolph, you don't see a shot blocker. You see more of a wing, but he's protected the rim a couple of times tonight.
Sure has. Undrafted out of Arizona in 2019. That's a kick. And the Crews will reset it. Far sideline.
Love that baseline out of bounds. You've seen that a couple of times this year from DJ Baker. A small guard like Kiefer Sykes will inbound on the baseline and get it back on a give and go. I like that.
See what they do here. Sykes to the cutting Nawaba. Kaycock to the hole. Get out of his way.
Love it. That's not an easy shot when you're going left and have to spin it right. Made it happen. Get a stop here.
Give him a dozen. Both bigs with productive nights once again. Randolph. Picked off. Kaycock with it. 8 seconds. The big fella to give it up to the guard. Sykes with 4 on the timer. Shot clock dark. Step back 3, no. And with no time left, Baby Greek will force it up, but the Crews regain some momentum that they maintained for most of this first half, Matt.
I love this, the forcing of turnovers, playing together. Good depth tonight. DJ Baker going deep to his bench, but everybody getting opportunities. And a +7 to go in the half, you'll take that.
We'll come on back with some analysis, some highlights, and some stats from this first 24 minutes of basketball. Thanks for watching tonight from Midtown Detroit. This is Crews Basketball.
They say that this is a game of inches, but I disagree. This is a game of desire and will. 4 quarters of epic drama that plays out in real time right before our very eyes. And every season begins the same way, with a desire to win. Those with the will to put in the effort and time put themselves in the best position to achieve their desire. This is why we go to work early and come home late. Why we go so hard and why we put in all these hours. Because we have a desire to be great and the will to become everything we dreamed of and more. So when the drama's thick and it comes down to just those few precious inches, we have no doubt what the outcome will be. Because we have the will to outwork anyone to get what we desire. It doesn't matter if it's inches or 100 yards. We want it more, and we're going to take it. That's game.
Let's go! In the NBA, what's happening next is happening now. We hunger for another shot. Let's eat. We got the brow, the cluck, spider, and Tyrannosaurus Lou?
Come on, really?
Hey, DeMar, we got the kicks, right?
Let's see. Oh. Yeah, we got them.
This is the non-stop, never boring, make it new every night National Basketball Association. And that's all before tip-off.
Crews trying to win back-to-back games for the first time all season, right now with a 7-point lead against the Wisconsin Herd, a program that's had their number, Matt Derry. Crews got them on Monday night, and a good first half, really, for both teams, showing a comeback. But the Crews have really gotten themselves out in distance with some great quality basketball, taking care of that basketball once again.
You know, that's the biggest thing is you look at some of these first half highlights and you love what you see, but it all starts with number 28 in blue, Kiefer Sykes, just finding his teammates. That time Roden for 3. You love the fact that Kiefer Sykes 5 assists tonight. He had the 3 turnovers. A couple of them were, not the worst turnovers in the world, but a 3 there for Kiefer Sykes, one of 9 first half threes for the Crews. Again, Elijah Hughes, a triple for the Herd. Tonight, Wisconsin's hit 5 in the first half, including that one as well from Eli Hughes, who finished the first half with 9 points on 3 threes. But more importantly, I think what Motor City did tonight, jumped out to that 16-point lead. Then Wisconsin made that run, as you see Stanley Umude knocked down the 3, but they answered it. They finished strong to end the half to go up by 7, and they take care of the backboards too. That's even at 27, but I like the 8 offensive rebounds. But everybody kind of getting into the mix here after playing on Monday and making the extra pass. And again, another Umude 3, one of the 9 made threes in that first half for Motor City.
Yeah, and after that game was tied at 44, you said they were up 16. The Crews came back on a 14-7 run to give themselves a 7-point cushion, show a little bit of resiliency, and show some of that extra oomph when you need that momentum, as DJ Baker talked about it. This team looks more cohesive offensively, Matt.
Yes.
I know you haven't seen a ton of the Crews, but look, you've seen the fact that this team has not been as productive offensively and cohesive as a unit. This is a different team the last 2-3 games.
Oh, no question about it. And it starts with some of these pickups that they've made. I mean, David Nwaba can kind of play inside and play outside, really can guard all 5 positions on the floor. Akinike's been good tonight, and Kaycock as well. So they've got, I think they got a little bit more positional depth, and again, they're healthy. Mm-hmm. And it starts at the top with Kiefer Sykes, certainly just kind of, moving everybody in the right place and taking care of the basketball, like you said. When you have that point guard that's sort of, taking care of everybody else, it just eases everything. And as DJ Baker told us in the pregame, they need this one tonight. They want to win. They want to get back-to-back wins and kind of keep climbing because the start of the year was rough.
No doubt. Kaycock and Nwaba with 12 points apiece to lead the Crews, and 12 points for the Detroiter, Rob Edwards. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back to Midtown Detroit in this great Eastern Conference rivalry between the Herd and the Crews. Chad and Matt coming back with you. Thanks for watching. Crews by 7 at the break over the Herd.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
Let's go! In the NBA, what's happening next is happening now. We hunger for another shot.
Let's eat.
We got the brow, the club, spider, and Tyrannosaurus Lou?
Come on, really?
Hey, DeMar, we got the kicks, right?
Let's see. Oh! Yeah, we got them.
This is the non-stop, never boring, make it new every night National Basketball Association. And that's all before tip-off.
What a blast here at halftime. 5-year-old kid. Balancing act, unbelievable with dad. Pretty cool as we're back here. From Wayne State Fieldhouse, Matt Derry, Chad Bush, 58-51 Crews lead the Herd at the break. Let's take a look at some of the first half numbers, shall we? As this Motor City Crews team has the lead, and the biggest stat of the night I think that stands out right now is what Wisconsin is doing from the three-point line, and I guess it's what they're not doing 5 out of 18, just 28%. This is the best three-point shooting team that's made the most threes in the G League. But tonight at 27%, Crews at 34%. Rebounds are even. Turnovers, Crews have just 5 in that first half, but you love to see that number. 17 assists to just 5 for Wisconsin. So 17 assists for Motor City on their 20 field goal makes. That means not everything's just one-on-one and isolation. So you love to see that. 17 assists, including 5 from Kyler Edwards in that first half and 5 from Kiefer Sykes. So the Crews up 7, led by as many as 16 in that first half. David Nwaba, Devontae Kaycock each with 12 for Motor City. Stanley Amude has 9. As you see some of the individual numbers, Rob Edwards, the pride of Detroit, coming back home with 12 for them, and Elijah Hughes and Randolph with 9 apiece. So both teams kind of moving it around a little bit of a different feel than Monday's game, which went to overtime and was in the 130s. It really was the first team to 134 won it. The Crews on their way, hopefully, to back-to-back wins. They are 24 minutes away, leading 58-51. We're back with the second half after this, right here on the Prep.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. We all know that our wives and daughters deserve special attention, but that's especially true when it comes to their knees. Do you know that females are at a 2 to 5 times risk compared to their male counterparts when it comes to blowing out their knees? It doesn't seem fair, but it's true. The reasons include the way females are made and the way they fire their muscles. But fortunately, there are injury prevention programs out there that can greatly decrease this risk of injury. And if you do know a female who blows out her ACL, don't despair. We have neat, innovative, minimally invasive ways to fix their knees and get them back onto the field. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
In the NBA, what's happening next is happening now. We hunger for another shot. Let's eat. We got the brow, the claw, spider, and Tyrannosaurus Lou?
Come on, really?
Hey, DeMar, we got the kicks, right?
Let's see. Oh. Yeah, we got them.
This is the non-stop, never boring, make it new every night National Basketball Association. And that's all before tip-off.
This copyrighted broadcast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.
Welcome back to Midtown Detroit. Crews in the Herd. The Crews are trying to get a sweep. And this is a Herd team that has had their number 5 out of 6 games have gone the way of the Herd in the short year-and-a-half existence of the Crews.
3 in a row heading into Monday, too.
That's right.
Good to break that streak the other night.
So second half, if you're the Crews, Matt, what kind of adjustments did you need to make in that first half?
I just think not that many. I like the way what they're doing offensively with the 17 assists. I think if they see that zone again with what Wisconsin threw at them on numerous possessions, they just can't settle for threes. I mean, if it's there, you take it, but use your size. And those bigs, Kaycock, Nwaba, who can back people down, and Ekanike, and head to College Park this weekend with a couple of wins.
Yes. Hot Atlanta. The Glasser up and good. That's Hughes. He's had a strong game. 11 points, second high scorer. Boeheim between the rings. Sykes, just a few points in that first half, but really doing it with the assist and taking care of that ball. Hook shot up short. And here comes Edwards and company.
Better first possession defensively for Wisconsin than we saw in the first half.
High hands knocks the ball out, and a reset coming for the Herd.
David Nwaba, sorry, Chad. He's just everywhere defensively. Helps. On ball, you love it.
There you go, steal here. Kaycock up to Sykes. And the little fella's got some bunnies, if you couldn't see right there.
Oh, my goodness. How nice was that?
Edwards fouled as that one rattles in and out. Another look at the Sykes. Syke out for most.
Kaycock with the pilfer, and watch Kiefer get up. Man, that's nice.
Former Phoenix of Wisconsin Green Bay. It's just Green Bay now.
That's right. Both of those schools, both Horizon League schools, used to be Wisconsin Milwaukee and Wisconsin Green Bay. Now they're just Green Bay and Milwaukee.
Yeah.
If you want to break down the Horizon League, we could do that.
887-555.
That's right.
The floater, Kaycock, and it rolls home. Living right roll for the big fella. And the Crews are back up a touchdown at home.
Two-man game with Kiefer Sykes. You love to see that. Kiefer just slithering that pass in there.
Molinar, former Ole Miss product.
Goodness. How many steps are you going to give him?
A few, I guess, before he was fouled.
I thought the Boeheim foul was questionable on the last possession. It was one of those, if the ball goes in, they don't call it.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't, a late whistle. And that time, I thought Kiefer Sykes played good defense.
Yep. Former first-team All-SEC is Molinar. Bone, also former All-SEC, and he rolls one in with a living right roll.
I think that was a buttery roll. You knew the Herd were going to make a run. Just a matter of kind of countering that, moving that basketball.
Sykes pulls up, 18-footer is an air ball. Bone on the run, 4-on-3 developing. Molinar with a dump pass that's flushed through. Credit the slam to Roberts.
Buddy Boeheim's got 3 fouls, didn't want to pick up his 4th there, kind of let Roberts go. No help defensively, and all of a sudden it's down to a 1-possession game.
Roden to try to double the lead. No, sir.
I'd rather see him try to get things inside out. Settling for some 3s and long 2s right now.
Kick to the corner for Hughes. Missed out.
Crews got lucky there. That's usually a shot Eli Hughes knocks down.
Not a guy you want to give space.
No.
Roden found a spring in the floor, and that's a turnover. A rare one tonight. That's just the 6th flip-flop of the evening for Detroit's finest G League club.
No Lindell Wigington tonight.
Yeah, where's he been? That's a big miss. The number 10 scorer in the league.
Street clothes at the moment.
How about it? We'll have to get our own Samuel Fisher on that one. To the lane, Edwards.
Oh, it's keeping right here. Kaycock pushed him in the back. Roberts had position. And that was an obvious shove. 3 fouls on the Crews and none on the Herd here. Start the second half.
Just the first on Kaycock, but yeah, it's been a little ticky-tacky with the other 2 fouls. That one a little more blatant, as you mentioned. To the whole Molinar hot knife through butter, and DJ's seen enough. That lead is evaporated to just 1. Timeout on the floor. Here come the Herd. 62-61, halfway through the third frame. Come on back to Detroit, won't you?
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Did you know that kids are not little adults when it comes to sports injuries? That's because of something called the growth plate. Growth plates exist all over the human body in our growing athletes. They're actually little cartilage discs that exist at the end of all the long bones. It's simply where a kid grows. The problem is that the growth plate can be the weak link. What might be a sprain, a strain, or a tear in an adult when they hurt themselves can actually be a growth plate fracture in a kid. So it's important, if your kid has hurt themselves and they're not using their arm or they're not able to put weight on a leg, come see one of us, get an x-ray, and make sure it's not a growth plate fracture. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Well, Monday night, we got free basketball and an overtime win for the Crews. And tonight, Matt Derry, we're on track for a tight one.
Yeah.
Here in this snowy Wednesday evening in Detroit.
I'm sure everybody here does not want overtime. They want to get home safely. And with the roads, which haven't been terrible, we got about 3 to 5 inches of snow here. But give the Herd credit. They've come out here in the second half on a 10-4 run. They've attacked off the bounce. They've gotten some decent whistles here. Well, now they go full court press. It's the Crews and Kiefer Sykes break.
Kaycock surveys, kicks back to Nawaba. They ask him to take a 3. He obliges. Sykes will try and reset.
Swing it.
Floater up, Kaycock short, stick back, no, but Nawaba was handled from behind. And he'll shoot 1 to make 2.
Great job on the offensive glass. Couple of them. David Nawab always seems to deliver. Just so solid and sound. NBA experience, plenty of G League experience, and that time just lazy box out by 2 and 5, as they say. Edwards and Roberts, and Nawaba gets a free one there.
Nawaba came on board when the team went to Vegas. He says, you guys are going to Vegas?
I'm coming with you.
I'm coming with you. Let's do this thing. A rack to the rim, and Hughes has been fabulous tonight. He's been the second high scorer, 13 for the former Syracuse Orange.
A step through from Eli Hughes there. Able to get to the rim. Right now, both teams just kind of trading baskets.
Sykes from mid-range buries one. Crews back up +3. It's a full possession lead for the home team.
Again, that dribble drive is what's bothered the Crews here this half. Good help there by Sykes.
Dead spot left alone. Dodged a bullet. Sykes with a big boy rebound. +3 are the Crews. 7.5 left in the third. Little give and go. Sykes again for mid-range. Why not? Crews by 5.
Under control, patient, using that screen. Back-to-back knockdowns for Kiefer Sykes. Love to see it.
13 in the timer. The big center Roberts with 3 fouls. Boy, those are broad shoulders.
Yep.
Set a screen with those babies. He will. And show himself. Block left. Edwards takes it instead. And Kaycock gets shoved from behind with those broad shoulders. And a bulky forearm.
Good defense that possession by the Crews. Everybody kind of slid over. Something you won't see on the stat sheet, but Buddy Boeheim, there you see him kind of step up and alter that shot. It's just 2 hands. Looks like a WWE move there by Nate Roberts.
K-Cock
so
got
unnecessary.
busted with one before.
I guess.
You got him back. Had one coming, perhaps. Pull up, Kyler. Free ball for the former Cougar. Crews by 8 with a quick bounce back, Matt.
Well, Crews have 2 guys you always identify on the scouting report from 3. Buddy Boeheim and that man, Kyler Edwards.
Edwards the best in the Showcase Cup season from downtown.
Left wide open there.
Bone behind a screen buries a big bullseye ball.
He kind of shoots it across his body.
It
reminds you of Chucky Atkins a little bit, the former Piston point guard.
The Chucky Atkins reset.
Chucky.
There's a siren somewhere. K-Cock for a 3, no. Tip back, no. Saved by Bone. And with 6 left, the Herd trying to get off that naughty number.
Chucky Atkins. So we got to do like some 01-02 Piston resets under Rick Carlisle.
From the topside concourse.
Love it.
What was that club called?
Terrace Club.
Terrace Club.
We had about 5 different names.
Oh, man. That's good. You mean you were selling a lot of ads. Sykes for 3. Joins the triple party. 12 triples in this game.
How about Kiefer Sykes? 7 in a row.
Bone, elbow, step back, off the heel. Crews by 8 and with it with some confidence that they've regained that.
Yep. I like his pace, too, for the Crews right now. Tempo kind of favors them at the moment.
K-Cock floater mid-post short. Roberts with a rebound, and here come the Herd looking to make some moves. They've been shut on 66 for a minute.
Pretty much 4 round 1 offense for the Herd. This is why they shoot so many threes. Everybody's kind of in that position.
Cross-court pass, Nawaba couldn't hold on. He had a breaking Kyler Edwards.
David saw the same thing we saw from up here, Chad. Eli Hughes was waiting for that 3 pass, and then David just almost had the pick 6.
Such a great sense, Nawaba. Helps with that defensive prowess he has. Substitutions. Jones will sit down. Roden also. Amude returns to the Detroit lineup. Floater in the paint falls down. And Randolph again doing big things. The former teammate with the #1 overall pick, DeAndre Ayton, former teammate from Arizona.
Brandon Randolph's had a really good night tonight. Aggressive, using his length. That time Nawaba was trying to find Kyler Edwards, threw it behind him. A rare turnover tonight from MCC.
Randolph is fresh legs too. He only played 4.5 minutes last night, the lightest of the 9 that played. So he should be a little juiced. 6-point game, Herd hanging around, and some. Dish left wing, this is Randolph. Bone closed out by a former SEC foe, Stanley Amude. Porter from the free throw line, that's short. Great hustle by Sykes to keep it alive. 3-on-3, Amude down the avenue. Layup is no good. K-Cock with a reset. Clock on 10. Sykes, dead spot left for 3, no. Stick back lay in, Nawaba, yes.
Who else? Mr. Reliable. Hurt not blocking out right now. I mean, they're just watching the ball. They're doing so much ball watching under the rim. Extra opportunities for the Crews. And they now lead by 8.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
There you see Turbo hoisting the champion. And how about the drumming performance tonight?
Well, they had a dance contest too, Chad.
I missed that.
I was waiting to see if Craig Patterson, our audio man, was going to be down there.
Oh, CP3 can mix it up now.
He just does his own dance contest up here.
I've seen him step out. We've been in Ferndale together. That's all I'm saying.
No names, please.
No names, please.
I love
further
it.
information.
All right.
Bone between the rings. Left point to Randolph. Hurd got as close as one, but the Crews went on a nice little run, Matt, of 16-5 to get themselves back up by 8.
Hurd back in that zone. And again, this was busted a few times in that first half by the Crews. Kind of getting the ball right there, middle of the floor.
Ekanike from the left elbow. And this young man rarely misses a shot, whether it's from 15 feet or 5 inches.
4 for 6, 9 points, 5 rebounds. That's exactly what you'd expect.
How many minutes? In like
7 minutes.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Pull up, 17-footer's good. That's Mr. Bone, and the Pistons drafted him for a reason.
I got him on a switch with the big, Ekanike. Who's got to adjust a little bit there. Got to be smart with a basketball. A rare Sykes turnover.
Bone back to Hughes with a lay-in. And the Herd have cut it back to 6 with some offense from defense.
Yep, they'll stay in that zone.
Ekanike dumps it low. Nwaba with a hammer and the foul. The 6-year NBA vet says, I'll take that one up and flush.
You know, so many people talk about the G League and all the young players in there and underclassmen from college that need to get their start. But then you talk about veteran players in this league, including number 2 right there, David Nwaba. Just knows where to go. Caught it, went right back up, didn't bring the ball down. There's a chance for a three-point play. Old-fashioned three-point play, as our friend Mark Champion would say.
You bet. 26 points last night was the high. And it belonged to the newbie, David Nwaba. 2.5 left. Crews have bumped this lead back to 9. It's as large as it's been since early in that second quarter. Molinar to the hole, weaves his way, scores it, and the bonus.
All night long we've seen this. This is a Herd team that just loves ISO ball, and you have to kind of play out on them because you think they're three-point shooting, which is what their bread and butter's been. And this time it was just Randolph jump-stopping on Chandre Jones, and he's had a good night.
Played 2 seasons at Arizona before declaring for the NBA draft 3 years ago. Free throw's good. The and one counts. 6-point lead now for the Crews. Herd coming back, sticking around. Ekanike from the mid-post again. Weaves his way. Hook shot, right block, rim off.
I like that shot, though. Ryan Terrell back in.
Getting attacked. Hughes scores in the paint. He can score in the paint, can score outside.
Yeah.
Hughes is a little more of a well-rounded player than I thought before we saw him here this week.
He was, at East Carolina, then at Syracuse, was more of just a spot-up three-point shooter. But really his last year at SU, really a well-rounded game. One of the reasons why he was drafted by Utah.
There's a whistle. Push. Ekanike got the rebound and scored it, but there was a foul before and a push-off. And And they got Ekanike here.
Yep, let's see. Mude put his feet together.
Flung him like a flea.
Big fella kind of cleared out a little bit. You had to throw in some acting from Randolph. And
sure. Learned that down in Tucson.
Man.
Got a great acting program.
Apparently. Drama.
Sure. Henry Winkler didn't he teach that one?
Was it at Arizona?
Maybe.
Henry Winkler's like a big Patrick Mahomes buddy.
Is he?
You see that every time the Chiefs play, there's the Fonz.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Did not see that.
Yeah. Some of our younger viewers are like, the Fonz? Who's that?
Right. Henry Winkler, who? Oh, the pass to the crowded block to Amude. Back out to Terrell for three. No. Ekanike. And it's stolen away by Rob Edwards.
Well, this is not what DJ Baker wanted. He wanted to go to the fourth with a definite lead. And here come the Herd again.
Could take the lead with a triple. They'll try it from the corner. No, from Antetokounmpo. And a big rebound, under a minute to go. Terrell with a dish now low to Ekanike. And a foul, not a jump ball, is called.
You'd love to see Jaime just kind of catch and dunk. He brought it down that time. First in the last 2 minutes. Yep. So not shots, but rather cruise ball, 14 on the timer.
Yeah, you said it. You bring it down.
Yeah.
Big guys, that's a no-no.
Earlier in the game, he didn't. He did a great job.
Yep. Jones steps into a 17-footer and fills it.
Right around that same spot, he hit the game winner Monday night. Chandre Jones, 2 years with the Crews. One of the better community guys there is in this league.
And the hero from Monday night. Randolph with a rip and drive and a lay-in.
Man.
Wow. Back to a 2-point game. Shot clock is dark. Crews will get one final possession.
Randolph's had a really good game, and he just continues to attack the rim. Let's see if they trap here off this zone and kind of run some people at Chandre Jones.
18 now for Randolph.
Edwards can get a touch in the corner. That'd be good.
Amude had it swatted. 4 seconds left. On the hustle, Molinar to the rack, and the tie at the buzzer. Oh, the run. DJ. A 9-point advantage run to end the quarter, Matt, and we're tied at 83.
DJ Baker wanted the last shot there. The last thing he wanted was a chuck with 4 to shoot and a run out here, and we're tied going to the fourth.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Did you know that kids are not little adults when it comes to sports injuries? That's because of something called the growth plate. Growth plates exist all over the human body in our growing athletes. They're actually little cartilage discs that exist at the end of all the long bones. It's simply where a kid grows. The problem is that the growth plate can be the weak link. What might be a sprain, a strain, or a tear in an adult when they hurt themselves can actually be a growth plate fracture in a kid. So it's important, if your kid has hurt themselves and they're not using their arm or they're not able to put weight on a leg, come see one of us, get an x-ray, and make sure it's not a growth plate fracture. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo!
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
Crews led by 10 after 1, led by 7 at the break. But Matt, the Herd with a 7-point advantage in the third, and we're knotted up at 83 aside as we get a look at Chason Allen, the second-year coach for the Herd.
Well, I think the one thing that DJ Baker will tell you is we can't give up 30-point quarters, and 32 third-quarter points for the Herd, including that last possession in which the Crews should have just waited to take the last shot.
Amude cutting in from that baseline. Jaime found him, and the Crews have the first points of the fourth.
I got to string a few stops together here and kind of gear back up defensively, guard that three-point line.
4 Crews members in double figures now, as Amude has 11. Alex Antetokounmpo misses a 3. Rebound in the corner, Molinar. Back out top side. Hot potato pass to Hughes, short with a 3. And here come the Crews, +2.
Getting a lot of the starters resting at the moment. Guys in the second group have played a lot this year.
Amude tries one from deep. To no avail. Herd can take the lead if they wish. We've had 6 lead changes, but not one since the first half. 3 ball from the corner, no.
That's a push. Wow.
Reset. Roberts got away with one. Kick back to Bone, and that one hurts. The Herd have regained the lead for the first time since the first quarter.
Jordan Bone now 17 points in 27 minutes, but a second chance opportunity. Kind of a no-call push-off, kind of gave him that chance.
Floated pass for either Amude or Ekenike. Edwards can't finish it. Herd on the run. Mid-post, Hughes long. Jaime with a big boy rebound. And the Crews will circle back and reset.
Let's get the big guy a touch.
He had a big night, trying for his 4th straight double-double. Amude will take it himself, loses the defender and sticks a 3 in front of Antetokounmpo, and the Crews regain the lead, 88-86.
Great patience by Stanley, the up fake. Nobody helping. Knocked it down.
14 for number 14, the rookie out of Arkansas, Stanley Amude. Bone for 3.
Oh my goodness.
Bang.
He had some words for the folks courtside too. An unorthodox kind of jumping high and line drive 3, but it's working.
20 now for Bone. Ekenike down low. Fouled from behind. They'll get Antetokounmpo. And Jaime will go line left and shoot 1 to get 2. And we'll look for double figures.
Free throws tonight have not been great on either side. 3 misses for Wisconsin, 6 for 9. Crews are 7 for 12. Or excuse me, they're 7 for 7. Excuse me. So they're
cruising.
Good. They've been fine.
Jaime with a lot of pressure to try to continue it.
Oh my gosh, what an announcer jinx that was. That's like Jim Nantz when he says, this guy hasn't missed a field goal all year. Wide right. I just totally messed that up. My apologies.
I do not hold you accountable for that. I do not.
You don't believe in that?
I don't. Dead spot left, Hughes for 3. No, he's cooled off a bit. Terrell with a rebound. Herd by 1. Terrell open. And Chandre resets. Terrell open, corner, 4-3, Splash City.
They had 2 guys playing man and 3 playing zone. They were confused on what defense to get into, and Ryan Terrell made him pay.
Terrell with a couple of bombers. He's got 6. And the Crews have 91. Back up by 2. Bone.
That was a heat check.
Yes, sir. Fair enough. Amude after the long pass from Jones. Back out to Jaime. To Jones. 4-3. No. Tip back Terrell and a foul.
What a job.
On the hustle by the rookie.
Great job by Ryan Terrell. He's a lot more athletic than you think.
Yep.
And I know he cut the lettuce a little bit. Watch this. I just
cut the lettuce?
He did.
Oh, okay.
Well, somebody. I mean, he got a haircut, but I'm just saying. He went in there flying in. Great body control with the left hand. Good timing.
He really does have a knack for offensive rebounding. Part of that is hustle, right?
Yep. Knocked it down.
Knocks it down, and Terrell has 8. The Crews have bumped that lead back to 2 possessions. Molinar misses the floater. Here comes Jones on the hustle.
Good help defense there from Ekenike.
The lob to Edwards from Jones. And the Crews, on a 7-0 run, have pulled back in front by 6.
Tyler Edwards sneaking down the back alley here. Nobody saw him, including Elijah Hughes. Great find by Chandre Jones. The point guard's doing a great job at dishing tonight. One more angle of this as the Crews head to this timeout with a lead.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Did you know that kids are not little adults when it comes to sports injuries? That's because of something called the growth plate. Growth plates exist all over the human body in our growing athletes. They're actually little cartilage discs that exist at the end of all the long bones. It's simply where a kid grows. The problem is that the growth plate can be the weak link. What might be a sprain, a strain, or a tear in an adult when they hurt themselves can actually be a growth plate fracture in a kid. So it's important, if your kid has hurt themselves and they're not using their arm or they're not able to put weight on a leg, come see one of X-ray and make sure it's not a growth plate fracture. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Well, we want to thank our friends at Mansour Homes. Appreciate Al Mansour. Contact him today, 248-444-5700 or al at mansourhomes.com. Mansour Homes Group, powered by Keller Williams. Chad and Matt back with you at the Fieldhouse. Crews by 6, 8:09 to go in the 4th. Matt, it's been a toying of the emotions. It's been back and forth. There's been leads. They've been lost and been regained. It's been an exciting basketball contest.
Yeah, both these teams in the regular season, Herd 4-8 and Crews 3-8, kind of in that same spot. They feel like they're a better team than their records show. But tonight it's been about the Motor City bench. They played very well.
Edwards gets the defender up. That's Jones and draws the foul. Rob Edwards line right to try to add to his tally tonight in his return to his hometown.
40 bench points tonight for the Crews to 26 for the Herd. DJ Baker's talked about it, just getting everybody back, having a group of 12 that he can rely on. He hasn't even played Trayvon Palmer tonight or Jalen Johnson.
Right.
Those are two of the veterans that you could stick in there at any time with an injury or a foul out, and they're reliable.
And guys that have really played most of the year up until the last few games.
Yeah. Great teammates, though.
Yes, sir. Terrell feeds it to Ekenike.
Oh.
The one-hand push shot is good.
Oh, I love it.
Jaime's got it on a string. Give him 13.
Love that. Again, that's how you beat the zone. Flash a big to the middle. Great touch.
Bass is back in. Molinar for 3, in and out. Crews looking to distance themselves a bit. Jaime been living in that elbow mid-post area. Gives it up, working against this 2-3 zone. Jones back to Jaime with a lay-in.
Usually in a zone, you got high hands and deflections and everything else, and that was more of an Olay zone.
How difficult is it switching up zones when you're not? I'm assuming they practice it, Matt, but
yeah.
I mean, at the professional level, you're not practicing a zone like you would if you're Syracuse or Eastern Michigan back in the day. I mean, it's a different deal in the professional level.
No question about it. I think they do practice it. There's no doubt. You can see they know it, but most guys are used to just playing man.
Yeah. Right corner 3, Hughes, and he's gone dry. Rebound Terrell. Here come the Crews by 8, looking to get it back to double digits. They once led by 16. Ekenike.
That was like a shot put. Problem is everybody ran down thinking it was going to go in. Couldn't get a second chance.
Would be surprised to see him do the shot put.
Yep.
Back in Columbia. Amude to the rack against Hughes and scores it with a strong move. And the Crews have reached triple digits in Detroit.
Points off turnovers. Any chance you can get to take advantage, you did. Stanley was not going to be denied there. He was putting that thing up.
Crews by 10. Edwards to quiet the crowd, and he does, except the Detroiters who are here for him.
Right around a screen, and Chandre Jones fought through it. It was pretty good defense, but still knocked it down.
19 for the former technician and Cub. Jaime to the corner and nearly got it nipped.
Good minutes from Ekenike. He's going to come out of the game. And Kaycock back in.
How about that duo, Matt?
I like it.
11 and 14 from the 5 position.
It's just old school basketball. I know we're not used to seeing a lot of centers anymore, but I don't know. I dig it. Maybe I'm old school at 49.
I love it. You 49 already?
Yeah, man.
You're wearing it well.
Thank you.
Terrell, the fake shot, back to Stanley. Hot hand triple. Splash City. Crews by 10 again.
Man, 14 in blue, just feeling it right now. That was a quick catch and shoot, just like that. It's back to 10.
19 points to tie Nawaba for the team high. Cross court, Hughes ran off that line and blocked by Kyler. Nearly stolen, 10 on the timer. Bone, rip, drive, kick, stolen by Edwards. 4 on 3, Kaycock to the hole, fouled.
What a defensive play by Kyler Edwards. Ball fake by Eli Hughes, and he got to the rim, you thought it was done. And Edwards came out of nowhere.
Great
Watch
athlete.
this. That's just a clean block and kept it in play. So many times we see these guys, Chad, swap the ball out of bounds. Like, all right, that's great, except the ball staying the other way. That time, Kyler Edwards made such a great play, just keep it in play as well.
And then to get the steal and lead the break. And now Kaycock with a chance to finish it. And Matt, get this to a 12-point game with 5 to go.
How about a double-double for Devontae tonight?
How about it?
Quietest 14 and 13 I can remember.
Yeah.
But he has that in him. You know, we talked about it the last time you and I were together here. Got some minutes with the Spurs a couple years ago and can play at that level for sure.
He's got that bubble from the Lakers.
Yep.
He reminded us about when we were up here a few weeks ago. Had a huge 36-point performance. He could score it.
No
Just
doubt.
a little undersized, and of course something he'll have to battle, but certainly can play.
I wish the networks would put the Lakers on TV. They're never on.
You've been talking to Charles. Timeout on the floor. Conversation continues. After this timeout, the Crews by 10 over the Herd. Herd looking to make a run and make it interesting. Could we have overtime and back-to-back games? Come on back. Let's find out.
They say that this is a game of inches, but I disagree. This is a game of desire and will. 4 quarters of epic drama that plays out in real time right before our very eyes. And every season begins the same way, with a desire to win. Those with the will to put in the effort and time put themselves in the best position to achieve their desire. This is why we go to work early and come home late. Why we go so hard and why we put in all these hours. Because we have a desire to be great and the will to become everything we dreamed of and more. So when the drama's thick and it comes down to just those few precious inches, we have no doubt what the outcome will be. Because we have the will to outwork anyone to get what we desire. It doesn't matter if it's inches or 100 yards. We want it more, and we're going to take it. That's
Yeah, everybody, there they are. Look at that. Alex Westfall, the captain, right in the middle of all that. Your executive producer, Art Smith, also your associate producer, Evan Westfall, Brian Bolesky, Casey Buford, the mastermind in that group as well. And if I missed anybody, who else? We got David. Yeah, what a great group. Here we've got an outstanding camera crew as well. Jason Radulski, Kyle Buchanan. And on the floor tonight is Zach Wheeler. 106.96, Chad and Matt back with you. 4.5 to go in the fourth.
Wonder if Art Smith was at WWE the other night.
I think he was. Amude rising fire, cans another triple. He has 22, and the Crew's lead is somehow back up to 13, Matthew.
Stanley's been hot. When you got the hot hand and you're feeling it, keep going.
Edwards has been hot too, but Nawaba's back in there to bat it back in his eye. Ball out of bounds, baseline right. 9 seconds to go on the timer.
Dribble drive defense has just really gotten so much better with the additions of Roden and Nawaba. You just see it with their length.
No doubt. Bounce pass low to Hughes, doesn't matter. Catch and shoot. And the miss, he's missed about 5 straight, Matt.
Yeah, Elijah Hughes has really struggled here in the second half. He's gotten some looks, just not going down.
Cruz looking to really clinch this thing. Roden to put it on fire. No. Tap back, and that is back to the Cruz thanks to the hustle and high hands of Mr. Kaycock.
You love the activity, the offensive rebound prowess. And again, Cruz have been the bigger team all night. Here's Amude again. Or excuse me, Roden, and then you see the miss, but Kaycock there. Stanley.
Counted it a foul. Oh, the night of the rookie from Arkansas. Amude to push this baby all the way out, Matt, to 15 points.
And he has been the star of the show here in the second half. Just your basic baseline out of bounds, little cut, no help. And when you're guarding somebody and kind of get lost in the shuffle there, all of a sudden he's behind you. Feel the defender, use the rim as a shield, and knock it in.
A lot of athleticism to go with that shooting ability and defensive presence.
Stanley Amude is going to be an NBA player. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah.
You know, he's figuring it out. Like you said, he's a rookie.
Yep. Offensive foul. And the Crews have regained their 16-point lead that they once owned all the way back in the early parts of the second. After this game went back to the Herd, they were in the lead at one point in this quarter. Here's another look here.
That little push right in the face.
They got the masked man in the mask.
How about 16 in the second half for Stanley Amude, by the way.
Wow. Sykes to the hole, missed it over Edwards. Herd need instant points. They're down 16 with 3.5 to go. Stripped by Roden. And Nawaba couldn't hold on, but the defensive intensity, DJ said, look, Matt, we need to have a better defensive performance. The offense was great on Monday, but we need the defense to be a little better.
Yeah, well, look at Nawaba and Roden coming over to help. And again, you try to drive on David, forget it. Like he shuts you down. You don't see a lot of that anymore, especially at this level. It's a joy to watch number 2 in blue, especially on the defensive end.
After this, it's on the road to Atlanta to take on the Skyhawks. That 2-game set is coming up on Friday and again on Sunday. Here's Amude, Matt. He's been special tonight.
Yeah, he has extra pass, catch and shoot. 3 of his 25 right there off the feed from Terrell. And this time a little pick. Patience, like I said, he was not going to be denied right there. Bodying up Elijah Hughes and scoring, and then once again, the 3-ball.
See all the skills and tools working. 3 minutes left.
Close this thing out with taking care of the basketball. The last thing you want to give the Herd is extra possessions.
Edwards to the hole, too strong, well defended at the rim by Stanley. It's been his kind of night. Here come the Crews with a comfortable lead.
See if the Herd start trapping in the half court here and kind of extending their defense a bit.
Nawaba turns the corner, and the vet gets behind the defense and gets the call.
And again, it's funny. In the G League, and for the fans watching at home, it's attack mode, it's a quick game, and then you get down to 112-96 late, under 3 to go, and it's like, all right, now we got to milk some clock, but you're not used to playing that way. This is such a fast-paced, up-tempo game, especially here in the G League. So would I have liked Nawaba to hold that for another 10 seconds? Maybe, but
yeah,
he saw the lane, and there's 2 points right there.
The veteran sense. The Crews have a couple of 30-point-plus quarters now. The opening and now the closing. 114-96. Largest lead of the night. Time winding out.
And
Triple's
Rob Edwards.
good.
Yep, Rob Edwards able to hit. Not over yet. Here comes some pressure.
Nawaba into the hole. Kaycock with a finish. Flush of the pill.
Well, you press and pressure at half court. Lead to 3-on-2s and 2-on-1s at the rim.
18-13 for the former world champion Devontae Kaycock, the former rebounding champion as well in the NCAA as a junior. He beat out James Thompson of Eastern Michigan for that title.
Oh my God, JT.
Yes, sir.
We loved him.
Sure do. Step back three.
Man.
Randolph doing it again.
He's had a night tonight. Brandon Randolph off the bench at 21.
Did not score last night. The only Herd member not to score. He says that was a mistake. 1:45 to go. Crews by 14. They've led by as big as 18. Nawaba can't get the call, but he does get the return lay-in after he chased that shot down.
I just love the ball in the hands of Kiefer Sykes. End of game, end of clock. Found the right man on that baseline.
Drive and kick. Baby Greek for 3-0. Roden with a rebound. And this one's all over but the shouting. Stick around after. We'll have our G of the game. Who will it be? A lot of candidates.
A lot of candidates tonight. Crews have played well. 16-point lead in the first half. Herd made a couple of runs, but Motor City answered each and every time.
Sykes in the paint looking for his 10th assist, and he got it there. That's a double-double for Sykes the hard way. 12 and 10 for the point guard for the Crews.
And the rookie Jared Roden on the other end. We're under a minute to go, Chad. Motor City is going to sweep this mini 2-game set. You'll love to see it. They needed this big time.
No doubt. 43 seconds to go.
Oh.
How about that at the rim?
Give Randolph credit. End of the game, and he's still giving up his body. It's just scary sometimes when a guy leaves his feet and goes flying. You just hope he doesn't land on his head or face. Watch this. Ooh, that was close. It looked like Randolph, maybe that heel inside that half circle, but we don't need to review that, do we? And stay here an extra 5 minutes?
No. Well.
Should I do my ACC officiating thing again?
We'll save it for the post game.
Thank you.
Randolph bobbles it out of bounds. Well, the Crews gave up 130 last night. DJ Baker said, we need to get better defensively tonight. That was too many. Things turned around on that end of the floor without compromising much on the offensive end of the floor tonight.
Yeah, no, and he just, it's consistency now and stops. He said when he was an assistant coach in the NBA, he was all about offense. That was his role. And now he says, sitting in the head coach's chair, all I worry about is defense. My guys aren't playing defense. they're going to hear about it from me.
2-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. But this one's all over. Crews with a classy timeout.
Just take the turnover. I like that.
Yep.
No need to rub it in or do any of that.
And the Herd will do the same. And the Crews have won back-to-back games for the first time this season here at home. They sweep the Herd, and the Crews take one home. 120-102, Matt. What a ball game for the Crews. It sort of dipped and rose to the occasion late.
Great first half. Second half, like you said, hung on. Depth played a factor for sure. You love what the Crews did tonight with their bench, and some of their bigger players kind of played big on the interior. You love to see that. And then, of course, the assist total just kept climbing all night. Sharing the sugar, as you like to say, Chad Bush, and a victory tonight for Motor City.
Sharing the sugar, sharing the Skittles. We got it all going on. The G of the game is coming up, and who will it be? It's Mr. Sykes. Kiefer Sykes is our G of the game, and he's joined us now. Kiefer, congratulations, a double-double tonight. You get that last dime late. Look, how about the assist-to-turnover ratio since you have turned the clock in 2023? It's been a different kind of team since you've been healthy.
Oh, man, it's been really a grind, man. You know, to be even just to be top in assists, you know, I started with minutes restriction and, you know, just trying to trust my body. I just feel like this week I just really start to feel comfortable. So it's been a long grind. You know, I haven't really played basketball in games since April. So, you know, with me missing 10 weeks and, you know, just coming back and trying to make it work and for us to get our first winning streak going, I'm just excited. I'm just excited.
You also have the opportunity to get to know your teammates a bit while you were out and away. Talk about that process of learning off the court even though you were injured.
Yeah, I mean, especially being a point guard, you know, being a point guard, being an extension of the coach on the floor, that was something that I was able to, you know, just sit and see the X's and O's. And it was a rough time for us, you know, to be honest. I know they, you know, put a lot of responsibility on me. So with that void, it was really tough, to be honest. So, you know, I'm just happy to be back playing and to be back with the team. And, you know, hopefully we can continue to get on this run and make the playoffs.
Kiefer, what did you think of what Wisconsin tried to do defensively with you guys? They mixed in some zone, but it didn't seem to faze anybody out there.
Yeah, I mean, they did a really good job at the end of that second quarter. That third quarter, it was tough for us. You know, they played small. They was missing a lot of guys. So they tried to junk it up, play some half-court zone, some full-court zone, man-to-man, different kind of lineup, small ball. So it was tough for us.
Kiefer, thanks so much. Congratulations. You're our G of the game.
Thank you. God bless you.
You bet. That's Kiefer Sykes out of Wisconsin, Green Bay. Doing great things tonight for the Crews, double-double. And when you want a point guard to take control, take charge of a team, Matt, you want the assist-to-turnover ratio to be right. It's been perfect the last two nights.
Yeah, you got to give Kiefer Sykes a lot of credit. The 10 assists again. Second in the league. He's only played now 12 games. And you just see what his addition means to this team. And much more under control and finishing games. You love to see it.
We come back to close it out from Detroit after this. Crews win it and sweep the Herd.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
Motor City Cruise win it tonight, 120-102. Chad Bush and Matt Derry back with you from Wayne State Fieldhouse. It's a feel-good win for the Cruise. They got 2 in a row, Matt. It wasn't always easy, though, against this pesky Herd team that has a lot of talent and a lot of scoring.
No question about it, Chad. Wisconsin Herd's got a good team, but you take a look at some of these highlights tonight, and what you just loved to see was sharing the basketball. You know, David Nwaba right there to Devontae Kaycock. That was one of 35 assists tonight.
Say it again.
35 assists.
Wow.
Wisconsin had 8 assists. You want to talk about, drawing it up the way coaches love it. They love looking at 35 assists to 43 field goal makes. It was just all about sharing. Sharing is caring, Chad. But it was led by that man, Kiefer Sykes, who had another double-double tonight. 12 points, 10 assists. Your backup point guard, Chandre Jones, had 5 dimes. Kyler Edwards had 7 assists in 25 minutes. And then the heat-up time for Stanley Amude in that second half. As you see Sykes go up here for the jam, but Amude in the second half was red hot. 16 of his 25 came in that second 24 minutes. Knocked down 6 threes tonight. Able to go inside to Nwaba, among others. And that's how you get a win. That's how you head on the road with some momentum tonight. But there it is, the 35 assists to 8, which was huge. And it also helps when you're knocking down your threes. And you take the best team in the G League three-point shooting-wise and hold them to 28%. That's pretty darn good.
It sure is. The last 2 games against the Herd in this sweep, 64 assists and 18 turnovers for the Cruise. I mean, those are numbers you just usually would make up. Those are gaudy numbers, but they're real numbers. And Kiefer Sykes, our G of the game, is a main reason for a lot of that patience offensively and efficiency.
Yep, and you just love the way that he plays. And again, David Nwaba, the same thing, 23 points. We talked about Amude. Is take a look at some of the individual numbers. And Ekenike off the bench. I mean, if you can get Jaime Ekenike in 17 minutes to give you 13 and 7 every time, you'll take that. I know it's kind of unorthodox having the starting 5 with Kaycock and then the backup big with Ekenike, but it's working. And you can see that there's some chemistry being built with this group.
Meanwhile, the Herd would get 22 points from Bone and Edwards. Edwards in his return home to Detroit was a good one, statistically wise. 21 points off the bench for Brandon Randolph, but not enough for the Cruise, who tonight were too good and too unselfish. And it's just been a nice thing to see this team come together after the struggles early on. They get an opportunity, Matt, to play with a full roster now the last couple games, and it's been 2 wins. Can we expect to see this trend continuing for this club moving forward?
Well, I think so. And DJ Baker has said it. We're trending in the right direction. They got the roster they want now. They've unloaded some of the guys that maybe didn't work out. They're comfortable with this group, and now they're healthy. I mean, you heard Kiefer Sykes tell us in the postgame interview, he's healthy now. He's not just feeling the way, the process back in and on any kind of minutes restriction. He likes the way that this team is playing, and let's see how they do this weekend. 2 tough games Friday and Sunday with College Park, the Skyhawks, and then another road game after that. But so far you like what you've been seeing kind of as the page has turned to 2023.
The Cruise will take on the Swarm. The Herd will take on the Swarm as the Cruise will hit the road to take on the Skyhawks in Atlanta. That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. It's been a pleasure and an honor. Matthew, great to be with you.
All right, brother. You
enjoyed it. We'll do it again soon. For my partner, Matt Derry, and your executive producer, Alex Westfall, my name's Chad Bush. One more time tonight, the Cruise win it. 120-102, and they win back-to-back games for the first time in this season. There they are. That's the Prep Crew, captained by Alex Westfall and Casey Buford. Thanks so much for watching tonight. We appreciate it as always. Have a great night, everybody. So long.
Of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.